This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. I can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. Hello, everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We're on episode 2019, Healing Generational Wounds. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I think it's really important. Yeah. I do believe that we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional selves. And what I mean by that is I believe that we are living in a lower vibrational energetical story as our go-to basis, that we're living in fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not good enough, how the world's not working for us, how it's all against us, all of that. I was just thinking about you too, Sheila. Anyhow, I just, that our lower vibrational energetical story is our go-to. That's what we go to. Ooh, 11. I love it. But my goal here is to flip the emotional story, that one that's going on in the background. Let's flip it around to a higher vibrational story, for that higher vibrational story to be our go-to, that we learn how to go to that higher vibrational story first. As that lower one comes in, that we learn how to tweak it, how we learn to retune it, how we learn how to flip that script around to better by living in a higher vibrational energy field. And that would be love and above, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace and harmony, passion and desire. Come on, baby. Come, let's get this show rolling and let's get your life going. Thank you. That's what happens when you go visit your soul sister. Oh, you guys, I believe so much of our lives has to do with our emotional self. And I do believe that how we are emotionally today, we've been brought up that way through generational ways. And I also believe that the generational ways had this lower vibrational frequency about how they were raising us. It's not their fault, you see, so we can't blame them, which we don't want to do anyhow. That don't do us any good. But we can look at it and see, we do not have to continue living in their wounds. We do not have to continue on living in their pains. We do not have to continue on living in their suffering. So here I have this show tonight let's talk about this. Let's talk about it for a little bit. Like, one of the first things to do is to really, truly acknowledge and identify those generational wounds. Those ones that keep getting repeated through generations. Not just you do it, not just your brother does it, but your mom or your dad or your aunt or your uncle or your grandpa or your one other relative, your niece. How there's this generational way. It could be a generational curse, but how can we uncurse ourselves? How can we bring that generational story up to a higher vibrational story? So we need to acknowledge and identify that is coming in from the generational ways, the trauma of the generations. And my goal there again is still just taking those stories of the past and let's really try to find that newer story, that one. You were just generational patterns. I'm telling you, this is we're here to break the cycle. We're so done living in fear and doubt and insecurity and not whole enough, not good enough, not worthy enough, feeling like we got to prove ourselves out there to someone, even if it's just an aunt or uncle, to even feel for a worthy enough. And it's like, no, that's all false information. We really need to tap in and tune into our emotional self, to recognize when something is being repeated, that when you're doing it, or maybe when you recognize, oh, my family's doing that, and I know when I've done that, or when I've done that in this way too, but it's to not, after you identify it, making sure that you're practicing some kind of self-care. One of the number one things I would do would be journal. Let's journal. This is where I do this. This is where I see my aunt do this, and this is where I see my dad do this, and and that seems a little bit off. This is what you're doing when you're doing the journaling. You're seeing where it feels a little bit off. Now you're going, okay, that's the generational way. We identified it. Now we're doing the journaling to let's really dig deep into it. Let's see where in the story does it get derailed? Where does it throw you off out of alignment or out of balance? Talking about alignment, we do have all those planets that are all lined up right now, so things ought to be lining up for us, just to throw that in there for a tidbit. But remember, you do the self-care. So when you find the story that's out of alignment, that's not operating for its highest vibrational way, then we can take that part of the story, we can tweak it, we can re-script it, reword it until it starts really feeling comfortable within your body, within your soul, within your presence. So, you're not repeating the generational ways or those generational curses. When you're doing this, you will learn that you will need to set some fine line boundaries too. And the boundaries is no, no is no. The N-O, no, is a complete sentence. If you say no when somebody asks you if you want to do something, you say no. You don't have to give any explanation to why or why not, or, the answer is just no. You don't have to explain. In fact, you don't want to explain. No, thank you. Period. So sometimes, it's really, I not just sometimes, but when we are actually breaking those generational ways and realigning them, we will have to set boundaries, because the family, the generational way, is used to bombarding us, going past that stage, because they've done that all this time. But now it's time to say, no, this is where we stop. I don't give you permission to go past this line no more. So, it's really important to set those boundaries. But we learn to be strong to do it, because when you first start setting boundaries, the family's going to go, what's that? What do you mean a boundary? And you go, well, this is my personal space, you see, and I feel a little bit differently about this. And right now I'm just asking for this much space so you can keep your opinion and I can create mine. Another form to help us through these generational ways that we want to break, we want to heal, is through some mindfulness or meditation. Find that place that you can just really sit there and just chill and stare off to space, or somewhere that you can just feel so relaxed. I would say for 20 minutes, just, that's your sacred space. That's your place where you can just go out and hide, even if you're out in plain sight, but that's your place. It's just like your little cubby hole, even though it may be out in the open around this big lake and that's where you sit, but it's your little cubby hole. It's your space that you created. And, So, and then the next one, this one might be a little bit more challenging. It says communicate openly. It's okay to communicate openly, but at first, when you're doing this, especially you're breaking generational ways, because it's generational beliefs, and those generational beliefs that have caused these wounds and suffering, but when we're not aware of that, and then we have one that is aware of it, it takes us time to communicate openly what we want to communicate with our generation, And a generation doesn't mean it has to be all in your immediate family. It can be co-workers. It could be friends. It could be your soul sister. Yeah, I'm not saying it's you at all. No, I'm not. But I'm just using you as an example. So soul sisters. anyhow, communicate openly with those loved ones where you feel like you can share that communication with love, so you can preserve that wound that's within inside yourself, because the wounds are in here. We're the ones that are suffering from these wounds that have been created from those generational ways. And this is the generation we're stepping up, and we're saying, I'm going to be responsible for that wound. I'm going to be responsible for that suffering within me. And I'm going to correct that story that's going on in the background, that one that's not settling in with me so much. It's really about us breaking those negative cycles, It's like actively working through those negative cycles when they come up. When those negative cycles come up, it's important for us to work through them actively, not just ignore them. It's like, oh, there it comes again. I think I'm just going to sleep this one off. 2 weeks later, you wake up. Oh, shit. 2 weeks? That was 2 weeks went by? Yeah, that's because you got to take care of it actively, not sleeping down on the job. You got to really take care of it, like getting the paper out and journaling it, really recognizing it, identifying it, that it's came from the generational belief system. How many times were you maybe told, go to your room? You know what that means to a child? Go to your room, be quiet, shut up, whatever it is you have to say is not important, so get out of here. So that really takes a lot of confidence out of that child, because that child had a lot to say, Or how you're not worthy enough, like, you get 5 cents and you got $5, and that would make the one that got 5 cents maybe feel like, well, why was I not worthy enough for the $5? These are just generational ways that have happened that have kind of molded us in this weird way that hasn't, to me, been a healthy way. It's not building us up. It's not really truly supporting us. It's not supporting our mind, body, and soul working together as a team. You can always get a coach, people can do some counseling or get a life coach. I do some life coaching, Of course, I'm not a doctor, just a life coach, and my coaching services will help you through those generational ways to go and through the healing the mind, healing the body, healing the soul, so you become whole and complete. And you're not living in some background noise of a story that was created generational ways ago, but you're actually living in your present moment, in your body, in your mind, and in your soul, in your direction. So, that life coaching, those services are down there below. You can actually go to my webpage at cynthiatoet.com, and it talks about the coaching services. There is a discovery call that you guys can hook up. We get on the phone, you and I, we talk about, what is it you're looking for when you're getting into the coaching call? What is it, what would you like to, so we can make a goal plan. And don't really worry about the prices that are there on the internet. We're going to work it so it's going to fit your schedule and my schedule, so we all feel like, it's a win-win situation. So please make sure that you're operating from faith faith and from trust to make that discovery call, not from fear, doubt, and insecurity. No. You got to be trusting that, divine is leading you and guiding you to the correct, to the correct coaching services. So I did write a book, you guys, to show you my credibilities. Yeah, it's called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yeah, that's my theme. That's what I do. I take those emotions, flip them around to a higher vibrational way. So that was the book I wrote. It's over there on Amazon, and an e-copy and a hard copy. Here, let me throw in my commercial. I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. No. You gotta stick around. Yeah. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Now, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called Flipping Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. Go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. So, you like my commercial? Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I really do. I made it myself. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah, in fact, everything that goes on behind the scenes here, I do, yeah. So, this lady, she's got some talent. She's got some skill, Somebody just needs to hire her to put her to work, you see. Yeah, okay, we got breaking negative cycles, replacing those negative emotional ways. Let's replace them. Yeah, got to chase them, place them. We don't got to chase them, but we got to find them. We got to look at them to flip that emotional story around to better. Do some inner child work. Have you ever done some inner child work? It is the way of healing. It's our child that's within us that has been wounded, that has been damaged, and it's our job and our responsibility as an adult that we are today. I think we are, aren't we? Yeah, we're supposed to be. So we got to take care of that child in there, that one that's deep down in there, that one that's in the pain, that one that's in the suffering. It's our job as the adult to take care of that inner child. So do that inner child work. Do the forgiveness and compassion. We do have to forgive the generational ways and have compassion for the reason why that they had those rules and regulations or those belief systems the way that they have. But they're in training, they're in learning too. I mean, they set down a foundation for us. We're just building on top of the foundation they created. They've created what they knew, and we're making it stronger. We're making that foundation even stronger. Yeah, baby. Creating what new traditions. Yes, these are higher vibrational traditions, one are operating from love and above, from laughter, from play, from joy, from happiness, from peace, from harmony, from passion, desire. Yes, that's going to be our go-to emotion. Not this one that, oh my goodness, life isn't working for me. This shitty crap happened to me today, and that happened to me yesterday, and I'm not getting anywhere from things that happened 6 months ago. Not from that story. No, we're going to be flipping the script around. We're going to be living in this moment of time. We're rewriting the script, rewriting the story, making new traditions. And that spiritual practice, yeah, you got to include that. You got to include that. That's what Miss Gypsy has to say about healing those generational wounds. If you really want to get serious and you really, truly want to do this, get a hold of me. Find a way. There's all kinds of ways on the internet. You can find a way to get in touch with me, whether it's an email, whether it's through my Instagram channel, whether it's through the Discovery channel where you go book it through Flip and Fills. I mean through Vista Books. There's all kinds of ways. And we can hook up to help you get started healing your generational wounds. by staying accountable, by staying committed, and having someone right there to hold your hand, not allowing you to fall back down the trap. No. Someone that's going to help lift you up, to raise your spirit, to raise your vibration. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Let's claim your life story back into the present moment today. Let's get rid of that ugly story, that one that's not working for you. Come on, you need to do this. So, get a hold of Miss Gypsy here. Yeah. You guys, you can do and be anything. You can do it all. Just free yourself to fly, free yourself from that emotional story going on in the background. And believe me, I'm the one that knows how to free that story. When you get stuck, Miss Gypsy gets you unstuck. So relax. All those pieces are coming together. Oh, my name's Cynthia Toet, but they call me Miss Gypsy. So, if you hear me say Miss Gypsy, it's just me, Cynthia Toet, okay? Life is truly, really, really solid. Ooh, feel that excitement within inside of you. That's where it is. The excitement's not out there. It's in here. Let's feel it, baby. Let's feel it. Ooh, feel free. Feel that excitement. Feel that beautiful soul that you're meant to be. And go ahead and make 3 wishes. Why? Because, magic really does happen. Keep believing. Write those 3 wishes down and then put those wishes to the side and then come back later and watch how divine has, granted those wishes to you. Maybe not the way that you wanted them, but divine. That genie's going to grant those wishes. Yeah, this genie in this bottle, yeah, he knows how to grant those wishes just for you because that genie knows exactly what it is that you need for your highest purpose, for your highest good. Yeah. And live from your desire, baby. Let's keep it, a hidden love story here, you guys. Not out in the open now. Hide it. All right. Now, what do we got here? We got a little bit more time, so we got Love Your Inner Goddess here. Ooh, what has Love Your Inner Goddess got to do with this? I don't know. Love Your Inner Goddess wanted me to tell you guys are a star born. You are meant to be a star, each and every one of you. You are all stars. A stardust, now a star born. Yeah, this is star born. Yeah, that's what it is. And let's see. Even the sun doesn't know it's a star. Isn't that amazing? How the sun, so big, so radiant, doesn't even know it's a star. So don't feel bad if you don't know that you're a star either, because most of us don't realize we are. We are the star. We are the gift, It's just about rewriting that script, rewriting that story so you can feel the star that you really are. Ooh. Well, let's see what the book has to say. Get it going. You have a strong spiritual connection with the universe. Yeah, stardust. Star born. We do. We have that connection. Trust your intuition and your inner feeling about things, especially when your inner feeling is at odds with the appearance of something. Especially then. Sometimes it is what it seems like the least is happening. When it seems like the least is happening, actually the most is actually taking place. Yep. You just don't see it yet. You just don't see it. You have a special and deeply spiritual life purpose to fulfill. You do. You think it's only me that has a life purpose to fill? No, each and every one of us have a life purpose to fill. That's why we're here, to fulfill that life purpose. Yep. You cannot get there with logic. No. You cannot get there by planning. Nope. Your spirit knows how to guide you. Yeah, spirit knows how to guide you. It really does. Like spirit leads you and guides you. And the universe knows how to support you. Oh boy, does that universe know how to support you. If you would have seen what happened to me over the weekend, these orange Mustangs, they follow me everywhere. And I was with Wendy this weekend and we had just left Starbucks and I said, I haven't seen an orange Mustang yet. And I'm telling you, 30 seconds later, there's that orange Mustang right there in front of me. I go, oh, look at there it is. And we got got the camera out. I got it all on film. And if you've been over there on Instagram watching me on Flip and Phil, you would be seeing some of those exciting stories that happen with Miss Gypsy and Divine. So no logic, no planning could ever plan for that orange Mustang to just pop out of nowhere right within moments of me saying it. So, I'm telling you, you cannot get there with logic or planning. Your spirit knows how to guide you, and the universe knows how to support you. Yeah, the universe supports me every day. Yeah, on the way home it says, yes, he wants to marry you. He wants to propose to you. And the next thing I look up, not just is within seconds. I looked up right when that said, and his name is right in front of me. This is just like mind-blowing experience. So I'm telling you, spirit knows how to guide you. And the universe knows how to support you. I'm telling you the truth. Following your heart along with your spiritual path is going to lead you to your best, brightest, and most beautiful life success. That's how it works. The spiritual guidance. Oh, there is stardust in your soul. Yes, yes, yes. The earth loves you so much, and you are meant to be here. But you may feel your heart that, what? It says, but you may feel in your heart that you came from somewhere else. Some other place. Some other planet. Oh my goodness. Human behavior may not always make sense to you. No, it may sometimes seem unusually cruel and selfish. Yeah. As you let yourself fall deeper in love with the earth, enjoying your creativity and beauty, you'll learn to hear your heart. You'll understand your purpose and why you chose to bring your starry-eyed soul to this human way of living life that you're meant to be living. You'll realize that there are certain ways that you can help others to open up to your wisdom that your heart already knows. We cannot always understand why things are the way that they are, but we can always make a positive contribute. I don't know, I'm going to stumble over the word again. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, we can add to it to lead to the change. Yeah, your life mission is to be happy. That's true. Your life mission is to be happy in the ways that make you feel true. Yeah, that's what I want, to feel true, to fall in love with you. To fall in love with your life here on this planet Earth. As much as you fell in love with your soul for your heavenly stars, you are meant to be here shining as beautiful and loving star on earth. I'm telling you guys. Ooh. All right, thank you for coming in and watching Your Hidden Love Story, episode 2019. Ooh. Yeah, healing generational wounds. And for those that haven't been here, remember, I just let you know, I've now cut the show in half. I do Your Hidden Love Story, then I cut it off. In about 15-20 minutes, I'm going to come back for Hot Love Tarot. Yeah, that's where it gets hot. That's where it gets sexy. That's where you got to get the fan out, my goodness, even if it's freezing outside. We got to have that Hot Love Tarot going on here at the Gypsy's house, but we got to end this show here. I do that for the reasons I want to do this. This is more self-love, self-care, and I want people to make a playlist from just this part of the video without it having 3 or 4 or 6 hours attached to it behind it with everybody else's reading. So I just split them up. Yeah, they're in separation now. Yeah, yeah, they're still always together, but they're in separation. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna, cause she's got this one. Yeah. Your Hidden Love Story is gonna end the show now. So come back in 20. See you in a bit. Ooh, love you guys so very much. Catch.